Meza here. Welcome to the second part of this Power BI report. In the previous video, we have actually taken care of the home part right here. So I can actually click and actually navigate through it right now. So here we go. We have this particular part right here that we actually have taken care of. It's very dynamic. So when you click on any of the visual, you see the other part of the visual gets to actually filter down to what it is. So all this, we're going to be some kind of creating the other part I've just shown you from the scratch. So if you've not watched the first video, please go ahead and watch that. So going back to the action page right here, I'm going to click inside here right now and show you what we are about to get into. So right here, we have our retrenchment and promotion, people who are due for both of them. So what the organization wants us to do as an analyst is just to get the data for an employee which we have not gotten right on our table previously before now. So we're going to import this data and actually fetch those people that are going to be due for retrenchment and people who are going to be due for promotion. Now in the promotion and retrenchment table right now, we have people who are in both table, and what they want to do is actually we need to actually fetch people who are in the board table, because if they are here and they are here, we want to actually pay them some kind of severance benefit, that because we're going to retrench them and they are as well due for promotion. So we want to give them what it is that the organization really, is preparing for them. So for that, we are going to be going to Excel to do this differently. So now guys, I'm going to show you how to do all this. Are you ready to go? Because I'm ready to show you how everything goes. So the first thing we're going to do right now is to open the previous Power BI file. So here we have it, 2 blessings. So I'm going to actually open this. It's going to take a little while to actually open. So let us just give it some time to open. So it's coming up. Okay, it's almost about to take the normal size of what we really wanted. So here we are right now. This is the first place we have actually stopped. I think we made a mistake right here. Here should be our due for promotion, that is due for promotion, and here should be not due. Okay, here is going to be not due for promotion. In our first video, please let us correct this because it's very much important. If you've not watched the first video, please go ahead and take care of that. So right now, here we have it, due for promotion is what we have selected. So I'm going to go to the visual and click on this panel right here, and now I'm going to go to the title in here, and this is what I need to actually come and change. The title should be changed to not due. That is all we need to do to have it changed. So that is all. So the next we're going to be doing right now, we are going straight to actually import a new data right in here. So I don't need to go to my Power Query for the first time. Instead, I'm going to go to get data. I'm going to go now choose where my data is actually in. So txt is what it is. Okay, now we have this particular part where it says employee, HR employee data. So I'm just going to actually import that in. So it's going to take a little while to actually get connected, not that much. Okay, here we are right now. It is on the right delimiter, so you don't have to make any changes right here, because if you do that right now, guess what's going to happen? If I actually go on the tab delimiter, we'll look at what just happened. It clustered every single thing inside one column for us. So if I go right on the space delimiter right now, it actually spaces it and do some kind of initial, which we don't really want it. So now the next thing I'm going to do right now is to make sure it is on the right part, which is the comma that it is on before now. So we have 2 columns right on it, and straight up I'm just going to say transform data. Now I'm going to transform this data. So there are so many ways to get this data connected to the previous one, but I'm going to show you one which I think is some kind of vital for you to understand what it is that you need to do right now. Is actually going back to what our HR data, the full data right here. Now that we are here, what I'm about to show you now is very important. Please take a look at this. Now we're going to come to the top level right here where we have merge queries. So in this merge queries, I'm going to click on it and you're going to see what is going to actually pop out for us now. So we have this table right here on your full screen. You can see the table we have in right here. So can you see this now? So what we need to do right now, we need to navigate to where we have our employee number. So we have the employee's number right here. I'm going to actually make sure I highlight that particular specific aspect. So now we have it right here highlighted. I'm going to come right to this particular drop down, click on it. You'll see the data we just imported right now is HR employee data. I'm going to click on it, and here we go. So I want to actually make sure I connect this to this particular employee number we have right here. So we go down and we see it has it marked for us already, which says that it is 100% match. So now we have 1470 and 1470 rows in both of them. That is beautiful. Now the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to click on OK right here. After I might have done that, what we're about to do is to bring the employee's name inside this table. That is the connection we have actually made. The other way to make this connection is to create what we call relationship. In my subsequent videos to come, I will definitely teach you how to do that. If you want to use that same way, that is better. Okay, now click on this particular drop down and you see this. Now that you have gotten this right now, what we want is what we have to have checked. So I'm just going to say use original column name as prefix. I'm going to deselect it. I don't want to check that. Now for the employee number, which we used to actually connect it, I would select it. I want to actually have my employee names right here. When I actually click on OK right now, guess what happened? This is what we have gotten right here. Are you okay? So guys, this is what it is. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is that we've just gotten this right in here. It is time for we to actually go back to Power BI. So I'm just going to go and say close and load. So it's going to take a little while to actually load itself right here. Let's just give it some time. Still loading. Okay, we have just gotten our data right in here. The next thing to do right now is just to make sure we name this page to be some kind of home. So I'm going to name it home. So after naming this particular part home, what I'm going to do right now is just to make sure I duplicate this into 2. For now, I'm just going to use 1 duplicate. So it's going to get itself duplicated. So right here, I'm going to name this to be some kind of action. So action. So we've just gotten this to be action. So now on a full screen, what I want to do right now is just for me to actually get all those ones away from here. So after doing this, I'm going to click on delete from my keyboard, delete key from my keyboard. I have deleted, except this one that I want to prove some kind of stubbornness. I'm still going to get it out. Now go away. Nicely, we have a clean slate again to work with. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is the name we have imported just now. I'm just going to type in EM, and it's going to give me my employee names right here, which I'm going to click on. Now I have this employee names right in here. And I want to actually make sure I see it by our retrenchment. That is exactly what I want to see now. So now let us search for where we have our due for retrenchment right here. Not the percentage, but the one due for promotion. I think I'm going to type, okay, I should type it right here. I can't find it. That is due. Okay, due for promotion, due for promotion. Okay, we've seen due for promotion right here, right now. So here is our due for promotion. Those are the people that are due for promotion. We've just gotten people that are due for promotion. And I told you it's just 72 people that are due for promotion. And the next one we want to get in right here, right now are people who are due for retrenchment, who would definitely be retrenched by the organization before we actually see how we can actually give them their benefit. But we need to actually get the people who are actually appearing in both lists. So I'm just going to copy this and have it pasted in right here. And after doing that, I'm just going to move the one I just have copied. I'll move it away from here down to this particular aspect. I'm going to have it pasted in here. Now it is time to change due for promotion to due for retrenchment right now. Okay, to search for that, I'm just going to type in RE right here, and I have retrenchment percentage. So now we have will be retrenched in here. So this is exactly what it is. So we've just got in will be retrenched, and we have brought it down here is 117. So can you see that? I think I have to correct something. This retrench should actually be some kind of not this way. I think it has no A. It's just some kind of typographic error. I'm sorry guys, you must have gotten to that kind of error. So now that we've gotten this right here right now, it is time for we to start doing the right thing. So we need to actually go to Excel. To go to Excel right now, click on it, you'll see export data. So right now that we have just gotten this right here, click on it and actually make sure you give it a name that you remember. So now that is for retrenchments. I'm going to type in retrenchment in here. So and say okay. And I want to get this to Excel as well. Excel environment, export it, and this is going to be for promotion. And it's going to be for promotion. So for promotion, I'm going to click on OK right now. Okay, we've just done this. The next thing is for we to go and actually get our data to Excel. I'm going to click on the folder where I have it. So I have it actually right here. So we have promotion, retirement, and stuff like that. So double click on it and have it opened to see what we can do about it. So it's opening. Okay, we've just opened this right now. So the next one we're going to open is actually, this is going to be for retrenchment. Okay, our retrenchment is opened as well. So what I'm going to do is just to make sure I copied it away from here. I'm going to copy and actually have them in one single sheet. Copy all the way down. Ctrl C will help me to copy it. And I'm going to go to the next sheet and have it pasted in here. So it's not right on it. Okay, here's the sheet. So I'm going to have it pasted right here. So now that I've gotten it right here, I'm going to have to expand everything. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing to zoom in. So I want to get this particular part off, but before then I have to make sure I know what this one is all about. So I'm going to double click on it and I'm going to type in my words. Type in promotion. I hit enter. So it is time for me to get this away from here right now. I'm going to click on delete and I have it deleted. And right here, I'm going to actually double click on it as well and type in my retrenchment. So retrenchment, and now I don't need this as well. So I have it deleted. So I have this tool list. So guess what's going to happen? Now find duplicates. So find duplicate is going to be equal to, we're going to use if condition to find our duplicate, and it's going to be very much easy to get what we really wanted out of it. So I'm going to say if this particular cell right here, oh sorry, I should have used equal to, I'm so sorry for that. So I'm going to use now if tab key, this particular cell right here, then this employee is equal to this one right in here. I'm going to put on my comma. So if it is true, what do you want? So Y for yes and N for no. So N for no, have it closed and hit enter. Now is no. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to have to copy this down. So double click and have it copied down. So we'll scroll all the way down. We'll try as much as we could to find where we have it, or some kind of no and yes and all of that. So we should look for that. So as you can see, we have some Y and N right here, which means there are some duplicates. So how do we actually work around this? So now to get the name of where people are actually existing in both lists, I'm just going to actually type equal to and still use that if condition again. I'm going to say if this particular N here is actually equal to Y, which is years, that means it's some kind of duplicate. So what I want you to give to me is this name right here. It's else if it is not, just give me nothing. So I'm going to have to actually hit enter. I have nothing right in here. I'm going to have to duplicate this all the way. Now I can now see that I've fetched the names of people who are actually due for what? Due for promotion as well, due for retirement, not retirement, so retirement and some kind of forced retirement, whatever, that is retrenchment. So now I've gotten all of them right here. So what do we do right now? We need to actually bring those names together and form a list of it. So now from here, I have organized the people that will be up for the severance benefits right in this particular sheet right here. So I can actually go ahead and make the top header to become some kind of difference. So now here we go, put it in white and stuff like that. So now people that will be getting, I'm going to put my bill right here. So people that will be getting severance benefits are those people I have just, extracted from this particular names we have in here. So you can see what it is that we can actually do with that. So now we can head back to our Power BI environment. So here's our Power BI environment. We've just gotten that created. This is what I want to show you right here. So now I'm just going to have to duplicate this particular aspect as well. So I'm going to have it duplicated. So now we have this. So I want to reuse this particular card I have in here. I'm just going to copy and paste it and actually move it right to this particular aspect. So I'm going to be taking it all the way down to this level. So now guess what we're going to be creating? So we want to see department level, how many persons are going to be some kind of retrenched or actually got promoted and stuff like that. So first of all, I'm going to select the kind of card I want to use for it. This is the card. And I want to go for department. So department is right here. Click on my department and I'm going to have it cleared. I'm going to clear this one away from here. I'm going to say retrench. So for retrench, we'll be retrenched. I'm going to have to select it. So we have it right there. Promoted, due for promotion. So we select it as well. So we have these two, right? So if we go back right now, this is what we have just actually created. So I'm just going to expand it a little bit and all that. So go on the full screen. We just want to have this right on our chart as we should. So now here we go. I'm going to have to expand it all through this way. Now we have a very nice, outstanding. Okay, this is what it is. So now what we need to do is just to make sure the header is very outstanding. So what we can do right now is just to go back right here to fill the color into what it is that we are doing. So I'm just going to go back down right here. So for the data color, I want to change this color to this particular color we have right at the top level here. So it's actually fits in. So I can actually go ahead and change this color to something much more outstanding. So we have these two different kind of colors. So you can actually make any choice of color you see right here that you think can actually make it some kind of outstanding and stuff like that. So make sure whatever color you have chosen is actually, going to be some kind of correlated with what you are doing all that. So that is all you need to do. So we just got in this right here. Let's see what the next part is going to be. Now let us see the level of job satisfaction right here. If we set the column for job satisfaction, so job satisfaction right now is not actually right in here. So we have to create that, because if we go ahead and visualize this, what we see is a bunch of numbers. Go to table. This is what you're just seeing right here. So you can't really get what we are looking for. All we need to do is just to hope right here on data transformation, stuff like that. So we hit back in here, and now we just need to give it some kind of full screen to see what we have. And now we need to search for where we have our job satisfaction column. We're just going to go right to that particular aspect. So we need to actually keep searching for it. So here we are on our job satisfaction. So if I click on this right here now, you can see we have this bunch of numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just need to actually say 1 is this and 2, 3, 4 is actually this. So how do we do that? So let's see how we can actually customize our job satisfaction to have high, low, and medium whatsoever. So let's see how we can do that. So what we need to do right now is just to head on to this particular add column. So click on conditional column right here, and you're going to see that this is going to come up. So now we just have to look for job satisfaction from here. So I think we have job satisfaction. So once we've just gotten this job satisfaction, I'm going to click on is less than or equal to. I'm going to say is less than or equal to 2. So it's going to be high. That is high job satisfaction. So I'm going to put it on high. And we add another clause right here. And this is going to be the same job satisfaction. Click on it and actually search for that column. And also job satisfaction, environment satisfaction. What do I key? Okay. Now here we get it. So now it's going to be equal to 3. Equal to 3 right here is going to be some kind of medium. And the rest of the numbers will be some kind of like low job satisfaction. So this is how we create this. We can go ahead and actually add this column. So this is what we need to actually get right here. The next one we have to take care of is actually called performance rating. So under performance rating, that is the performance rating of every single worker in our organization. So what we need to do right now is just to still go back to this particular part here under the conditional column. So whoever is actually within the range of 3 rating is actually a high rating. So we have to check for performance rating here. So we just need to actually locate where we have our performance rating in right here. So here's our performance rating. I click on it, I go back. So equal to 3 is going to be high rating. I'm going to type in my high rating. So I copy it and go down right here. So this is going to be some kind of low rating. So I just need to change this to low. So it's going to be low rating and all of that. So I just need to actually add this. So now that we've just created this column, so we just have to hop back to it. Hop back to our Power BI environment. Click on Home, close and load. So we're going back to Power BI environment right now. So here we are, the Power BI environment. So now if I actually still check this, let it load, it's going to take a little bit. Okay, here we have it. If I go back right now, in goes, oh, I think we made a little mistake right here. We did not name the column we've actually brought in right here. So we just have to go ahead and do that. So sorry for that, guys. You can always go back and re-edit. So this actually gives us the opportunity to actually re-edit what we have just done. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So it's going to take a little while to come up. So now that we've just gotten this, just click on this particular setting icon right here. And we just have to give it some time. Once it's opened, here we have it. So we have just column 1. So we need to change this one to performance rating. Performance rating. So now we go back and actually click on OK. So and once we've just got that committed, we just have to go right on this one as well. We just have to change it to something that is suitable for it, for which to identify it in the part right here. Okay, now this is going to be job satisfaction. So for job satisfaction, we need to click on OK. So right now we can load this back to our Power BI and it's going to work so well. So it will be very easy for we to identify which column we want to actually pull information from. I hope you get it right now. Sometimes when you made the mistake on something, to make it to learn more. That is one thing with analytics and any other part of life, So right now we can actually make sure we have this deselected. And I'm going to go for my job satisfaction right now. I think I have this. If I click on job satisfaction, so and go right here, I have both low and medium. So I don't want to use that. I might decide to actually use something like this right now. I want to know how many employees we have on that particular range of job satisfaction. I'm going to go for total employee. So right here, I'm going to click on total employee. So we have it right on this particular kind of chart, and we can make it smaller and make sure it sits tightly right on this aspect here. So can you see that now? We just have to make sure it sits right here. So in a Jiffy, we just have to remove the background, but we want to have everything actually right here before I actually go ahead and do that. So the next we can actually get right now is this particular level we have right in here. So we just need to get to see how many persons are actually there for overtime in our organization. Go to total employee, and I'm going to click on overtime, like OV. So for overtime, I'm going to click on that. So for overtime, I want to actually visualize it on this particular pie chart right on this one. So now what we need to do is just to format our pie chart to sit rightly on this particular aspect and to look some kind of very nice on it. So don't worry, it's not going to take too much time and all of that. So we're going to have to do that. I'm going to actually touch it and make it some kind of looking good. Okay, to have it formatted, this is what we do. So I'm just going to come to this particular format brush or painter, whatsoever you call it. For the legend, so we can see the legend is actually gone. So we've taken the legend off, but we need the legend to actually stay. So I'm just going to go to the top level right here on the legend. I want to actually see the legend at the top center. So the legend now is at the top center. So now we just want to get the title of the legend away from here. All of that, we just got in that. So I'm going to have to close it right now and go down to the label right here. And I'm going to turn off the label. I don't want the label because I want it to look some kind of bigger. So right now, anybody can hover over it and see what it is that he or she needs to see. Now you can see it filter all the way down to what we have just clicked on, all of that. So we can cancel it. And now we can go ahead and change the color to something that you really like. So seriously, I think I want to go right with this color. I want to go with this kind of color right here. So we might not have the same color with my previous work. Don't worry. I want to use something different. So you can as well use something different as well. So now just go to this particular axis. So now both Y and X axis, we want to actually turn off the labeling we have right in it. So click on it and have it open and go all the way down to where we have that label on. So you want to turn this off. So we want to turn this off. So if we go right here right now, we can see we don't have this any longer. I'll expect this. Okay, accept that. So expect that one to be turned off as well. So go for the X, turn it off, close it, and go for the Y and go all the way down as well under the Y. So here we go, we have it turned off. So if I go right now and actually take it back to the top level, I can now close it and actually have the kind of data color or the back color I want to have right in here. I can decide to go for this as well. Now, what about the background color? For the background color, I wanted to come right here and go to where we have the background color right in here. And I want to look for it and actually have it turned off. So I've just turned off that background color. I do the same thing for this as well. And I come right here, click on it and come back to where I have it and turn off the background color. So we just have to scroll all the way down and see where we have it. So now we have the background color. So right now on the full screen, you can see what we have. So expect this, okay? this should actually be turned off as well. So we just have to go to where we have the background as well. So I'm going to turn the background off. So now we have something just like what we have now. So now we just have to create something right here. And what it is, before we do that, we just have to get to look at what table we want to have right here. Okay. I think we still have something messing up right on this. So I'm going to copy this and have it. Let's go and have it pasted in here. So we just have to go back and do it again over and over. I'm going to do that behind the scene. So we have a table right here which shows our job role. So I'm going to say job role right here. So we have it. So we just have the table right in here, and I'm going to go for the total. So for that, I don't want to actually click on this. I want to go for the total employee. So will be retrenched and due for promotion as well. So we want to get all this right here. I think we can expand this right to this particular level now. So after we might have done this, the next we're going to take a look at is how to make this particular part to be, this particular table to be some kind of transform into what we really wanted. So the style I always love to use on my table is this minimal we have right here. So I can actually go ahead and choose that. I can close this, and now we want to actually see the header, or how do we want the header. So we want to actually make the header bigger. So we have to crank the header size of text up a little bit. I think we have something like this beautiful. I think that is nice. So the next we're going to do right now is for what we have in here. So go back and turn off the header as well. Turn it out, close it, and we'll go for the total. For the value, instead of the total, we go for the value. And we just have to make sure the value as well is being some kind of, we make it bigger, which is the text we have on the value. So I can go for more than 10 and 12. So go for something like 13, 14. So this is what I want to do. I want to have this aspect closed. I think beautiful. I have something beautiful to be, proud of. So this is exactly what I really wanted. All of that. So now we have something like this sitting right here, and we can go ahead and add what we call data label right on it. So what we need to do is just to go for what. So I have it filtered. I'm going to clear the filter, go for total employee, and come to this particular conditional formatting. I don't want to put on the back right on it. So for the color, we just have to make sure we walk around and see what color can actually fit in. So for the positive one, I want to have something like this. I think this is the color I want to have for it. I want to have something like something of this nature. This is what I want to have. For the negative one, I want to have something like this for it. So now here we go. If I click OK, this is what we need to do to just get the kind of bar we really wanted. So you can actually apply the same bar, the same method for everything we have in right here. You'll be good to go out of that. So now this is what is very, very simple and easy to be done. So in the first video, we've actually taken care of that, and you've seen how I actually created it out of that. So we can go ahead right now and see what we can do to show the value and the percentage of the high rated people and the low rated people on this particular aspect here. Now to create the rating of employees, I'm just going to go for the high rating right here. I'm going to click on it. I have a percentage created for that. So I've shown you in the previous video how to create this. Please go ahead and take a look at the first video I've just got created for this. I'm just going to make it some kind of smaller, and I'm going to copy this from here. I want to actually copy this particular format and actually copy and have it pasted in here. So now I can make it smaller than usual. So I'll bring it all the way down to this particular aspect, so you can see it better. So I'll bring it and make sure, oh, sorry for that, guys. Ctrl Z, and I have everything back on board. So click away from here. Once you click away, you have it. So you can now click on it and make sure it's sitting right in here and centralize it. Copy it and actually have it for the second one. Just here we go. It's in the middle of it. So we can actually go ahead and change it from high rating to the low rating right here. So we have it both high and low. So now we might want to have some kind of the label right on it. So I'm going to click on this particular format roller and go to the label, go to title, sorry to say, put the title and put the title on. I'm going to put here high rated. So that is all we need to do. Come right here as well and do the same thing. Turn on the label, and here we go. It's going to be low rated. So low rated, and we have it like this. So if we go back to the full screen now, this is what we have. We're going to have everything right here being closed. I'm going to close this as well. I'm going to have this closed, and this is what we have just got developed, all of that. So now, beautifully, go back to our previous one, the one we have just done before now, and this is what we have. Please, if it is not on the same color, don't worry. You can actually play around. I've shown you how to get around in all this thing we've just done all this time, so you must have known what it is that you should actually do to actually get it right so beautifully. So in my subsequent video, I'll show you much more about how to use Excel to do all the things you want to do and stuff like that, all that. So if you're something I did not cover right here, don't worry, I'll have it covered. All you need to do is just to hit the subscribe button, keep connecting with me every single time I drop a new video, because I will be dropping videos for you guys to get all you really need to learn about Excel, Power BI, and SQL is coming up, as I've said earlier before. Now, do not worry, I got you covered. So thank you very much. Your comment is very important to me. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you've not subscribed, leave a comment. I'll be very much appreciative about that. So thanks a lot.